watching live or on replay. This is the fourth little mini live I've done today. Just a few inspirations for things to talk about, and this one's entitled Truth or Judgment. I actually wrote about this under the context of opinions and so forth on my website quite a while back, and just wanted to talk a bit about this one today because it's so easy in the present times where there's so much change going on and so much information being conveyed towards you to, jump to conclusions, make assumptions, have opinions, reach judgments. And the thing about judgment ultimately is an energy you're holding within yourself and can come back to bite you. I just wanted to give you a practical example of that. Good while back now, I was doing one of the many live stream meditations, and always make sure to try to respond to all the comments, even if I can't do that live. And I usually check that in the following few days in the lead up to the next meditation. I came downstairs one morning after a meditation the night before to check the comments, and there was 2 or 3 there, and there was a comment basically from somebody saying, "You haven't responded to my question. I bet you get paid loads of money for doing all this work, and are you trained in counselling or something like that?" They were all quite judgmental type comments, and I looked at them and I thought, I don't remember seeing those comments the night before, and when I checked the timestamp on them, sure enough, they were 5 hours after the live stream had taken place, so actually on the replay. And I was sort of looking at them thinking, it's a bit puzzling. So I gave this lady a nice response, actually saying, actually I don't get paid for this, and I actually estimated recently that over the last 9-10 years I'd given probably about at least 10,000 hours free time to people in sharing this message of spiritual self-realization with the world. And no, I wasn't a trained counsellor, because I'm simply offering meditation and self-realization. And also that actually the question she was asking was a medical condition, and I wasn't in a position to advise on that. All done very, very nicely, and just saying, just responding to that. And I thought, well, I'll just see what happens and check back the following day, and her comment had been deleted. Not surprising in a way, really, because obviously all of the assumptions and judgments based on preconceived ideas, thoughts and beliefs and an emotional reaction, shall we say, had actually come back to bite her, because actually they were all ill-founded and all actually incorrect. And unless we've walked, I think it's a Native American saying that unless you've walked a mile in somebody else's moccasins, you really have no idea what's going on for them. So my only feeling towards this lady when I saw the comments was, goodness me, she must be really challenging and struggle to have come up with what was essentially on a meditation channel with a whole series of judgments and comments based on somebody she'd never met, didn't know, or whatever. And that actually when the responses were provided, it kind of left her looking a little bit silly, really, which is unfortunate, really, because that wasn't the intention, but actually obviously the comments did need a reply. So the question comes down to is whether we're interested in truth or judgment. And the truth of the matter is, irrespective of whoever it is in the world, all of us, without exception, are already this essence that I refer to as infinite silence. But when we go through a series of challenging experiences that many people, in fact most people, have in life, we can become our beliefs, we can be defined by our beliefs, we can then start to judge and have opinions about things and others based on our belief systems, and it's hard for us to move on from that. So the key in anything in life is really to come from awareness, to come from stillness, to come from silence. And it's really ultimately all about having compassion for that which we perceive to be others. We have no idea really what's going on. And if we're coming from a place of compassion and kindness, then it'll be less likely to move into judgments about things that we don't know about these perceived others. And so really our focus should always be on what is the highest truth in us and indeed others. We're not condoning, clearly, the inappropriate actions and behaviours of others. That's not what this is about. But to try to reach firm conclusions about that which we perceive to be others based on very, very limited data and probably in many cases not direct experience is only going to be a rocky road in the end. So really, for our own benefit and for our own peace, it is wise to focus on truth, of the highest truth within ourselves and indeed others, and look with kindness and compassion upon that rather than from a judgmental and opinionated or assumption-based approach. Because eventually we carry that energy within us, and like that example I was sharing with you, it'll ultimately come back to bite us, because truth has this habit of always emerging in the end. So if it comes down to a choice, truth is always the higher one. Anyway, thank you for watching. Namaste, namaste, namaste. Signing off here now.